This is usually off the topic of when I usually come on here and speak as the spokesman of the Neo Freedom Movement. I just want to take a time to really, sit down and kind of try to talk, person to person about this whole thing. The whole view on politics, in my own personal mind, in my own definition, is the ability to deceive your enemies and your friends. Now, I'm not saying that all politicians are dirty and rotten. I'm just saying that is the whole basis of the political agenda. The whole point of being in politics is to get yourself into a position that makes sure you are influencing events. The race now in 2008 between the controversy between the Democrats and the Republicans, you have in the Republican category Mike Huckabee, who is trying to continue on with the evangelical perspective. Now, I'm not preaching at all here. I'm just trying to relay facts that I have understood. Then you also have in the Democrats, you also have Hillary Clinton, who is the first woman to run. You also have Barack Obama, who is the first African American to run. There's much controversy about that. But unfortunately, you can't seem to get across your mind that race, gender, and religion should not enter politics at all. Because the real political agenda is to make sure you do things that matter for the people, not for your race, for your gender, or for your religion. Those are three things that should not enter politics entirely. We have, from the last administration with President Bush, we have indeed seen what happens when religion enters politics. It becomes dogma and a complete deterioration of all political agenda. He claims that God told him to enter Iraq, which is without a doubt a load of absolutely nothing but falsities. I know for a fact that if God was going to talk to one man, it would not be George Bush. So, one thing that I do try to leave you with before I don't appear on YouTube for a little while and let my other spokesmen do this for me, is that politics should always stay in your heads, but it should never entirely influence your decisions regarding your gender, your race, or your religion. Those three things should stay out. That's why there's this thing called separation of church and state. Religion needs to stay separate from state or else it affects it too much. Race, gender, and religion do not enter political agenda. It just screws everything up way too much. So, just leave one thing. Politics needs to remain politics. It cannot be gender politics, it cannot be racial politics, and it cannot be religious politics. It needs to stay country politics.